Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Snatch Chat, where I'm here to help you lose fat, but not your mind. I'm Tiffanie, certified personal trainer, nutrition specialist, and your body snatcher. And today we are going to talk about something that I think is understated on a fitness journey, and that is the power of words and thoughts, particularly. Okay, and how a lot of you are probably sabotaging your goals because you can't get out of a negative frame of mind. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. These are never the most popular of videos, but I do always encourage them because they really are the things that are going to make a big impact. Because in the end, this fitness thing is a lot, okay, about our mind and the way we approach things. So just stick around, listen to what I have to say. But before we do that, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And then, of course, get your Snatch Starter Kit. So it's a kit where I put together workouts, a couple of challenges, some recipes, just all kinds of little goodies that I've pulled from my Snatch Sessions coaching program. So definitely get that. It's completely free, no strings attached and all that. So definitely check that out. All right, so let's get into these words. So I am doing, now I know I always say that this is off the cuff and it's just a chat, but this is really just a chat. And honestly, I'm like, coming into this, I was like, I don't know how to even approach this one because it's really not like a list kind of thing. It really is just based off of observation because as of this recording, we're still doing the whole quarantine and coronavirus thing. Okay, so I don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching it when it first came out or anything like that, it is just a hot mess collectively when it comes to emotions and how people are feeling and just negativity. Okay, there's just a lot of it going around. So a lot of mental health issues are happening right now. So everything is on the rise with that. So you think about that whole thing, okay, and then connect it with the fact that people are still on fitness journeys is completely connected, okay? So if you're, trying to lose weight and you're trying to do something where you're trying to be a better you, it's very much a challenge to do that when things are in a negative scope. So a lot of people are having a harder time right now getting in the mood of things. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about some ways that maybe you can start resetting and getting yourself back into a better state. One thing I will say to start, okay, is let's just keep it real. Everybody is not a chipper person, okay? And I think this needs to be said because I'm one of those people, I really like meditation and all of these like self-help and affirmations and all of the stuff, which the affirmations is a big thing. I'll talk about those a little bit later. But all this stuff, when you start getting into this stuff, you start to feel like there's this overwhelming like feeling that people are really happy and everybody who are doing these things are just these really happy chipper people. But I think it needs to be said that we have to understand that some people, it's always going to be a challenge to be a positive person. And when I say people, I am including myself. So this is just a little, side note about me that I don't really talk about often, but I'm one of those people, I have to work really hard, okay, on my happiness. I have to apply myself. That's the reason I have a morning ritual. I do my meditation, I do my gratitude journal, I do my positive reading, affirmations, all this stuff. I do it all in the morning, every single morning. And it's one of the things that has changed my life like dramatically because, at my core, I'm not your typical like chipper person, okay? I don't know how I come across in social media and all of that, but I am one of those people that I work at having to, keep a very positive state. Okay. That's also, if you think about the kind of work, anyone who's doing any kind of work where they're healing, be it like a fitness plan or doctors or whatever, you're naturally going to get a lot of heavy emotions and like take on heavy work. So I think in general, it's just healthy for anyone who is doing that. Any kind of work where you're helping other people with their goals, you're going to need to do that for yourself. But that's just like a little sidebar. This is a chat. You know how I do. But anyway, so I just want to get that out the way. So, and more so as just an encouragement that if you are one of those people, okay, that feels like you're never can be happy and that you're just always struggling and you have just a relatively negative attitude, be it because of your situations now or because you've had a rough past or whatever, just know that it's going to take practice and time, okay, for you to become a different person, okay? It's not something that you can just decide and then the next day that you are, chipper and happy. And I think that, all these concepts like the law of attraction and, all these affirmations and things make people feel that it's a little like hokey pokey and it's just silly. So just putting that out there, okay? So have an itch in my nose. Are you talking about me? I get a lot of itches in my nose on YouTube, but anywho. So, okay, what kind of things can you do? Okay, some very simple things that you can do just to change your realm of feeling and thinking. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the power of words. Okay, so these are the things that can be done the quickest, because to change yourself from a, completely, down and out, unmotivated person to a completely like chipper and I'm ready to take on the world person is a very extreme thing, right? But changing language is something that can be done automatically. So this is the thing that I would say focus on. So just think of it this way. Let's take working out, okay? And I have mentioned this before. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a YouTube video, but I do mention this on my Instagram not quite a bit, but I have, that you can just change one word or one phrase and completely change the trajectory of the whole thing. So in the sense of working out, the difference between saying, I have to work out today, okay? Think about that statement. I have to work out today. That means that's something I have to do. As opposed to saying something like, I get to work out today. So just changing have to get to completely changes the feeling associated with working out. So if you say, I have to go work out today, that is making it a chore. That is saying it's another task. It's something that I have to do. It's another thing I don't want to do that is an addition, that is a burden, that is taking more time for me. That is the insinuation that comes with that. If you say, I get to work out today, that completely changes it to something that you have a privilege to do. So it's something that's taking your time, but you get to work out. You get to, be healthier. You get to, hit your goal faster. It's like you're actually putting an emotion out there that you're actually going to do something, and that is actually a benefit and something that is joyful for you to do. And just to be honest, if you could just change your have tos to get tos for a lot of things in your life, you could probably feel a shift right away within a couple weeks, because you're not looking at things as a privilege. And if you really think of things in relation to how other people have to deal with it or anything like that, you can really be grateful, because in the end, gratitude and being grateful for what you have and what you can do is going to be one of those things that can really push you to continue to do it. So if you, have the privilege of working out, think of all the people who don't have the privilege of working out, and it's just, and even if they do, the people who will never work out, okay? You're one of the few people that are actually going to actually do it. So the have to and get to thing is huge. Another word thing is affirmations, which we talked a little bit about before. So affirmations are basically saying something with the intention of putting it out there that you already have it, okay? So this can go both ways. It can apply to things that you already feel, okay? So For me, if I feel like I'm a strong and healthy person, I can say, I am strong, I am healthy, right? So, and I can feel that, and I can really like take that in and not feel any battle. None, no feelings, are arise. I don't feel like I'm faking it. I don't feel like, I don't have any imposter syndrome with it. And then there's the more challenging way of doing it is when you're saying something that is completely not true that you want for yourself, but you are saying it as if you already own it. So for me, it would be, it could be something like, I have a multi-million dollar fitness empire, right? Do I have that? No, I do not. So when I say that, automatically, the negative person in everyone or in me would say that's not true. So you automatically have a reaction. But the way the affirmations are supposed to work is you're supposed to say it as if you mean it, and you're supposed to say it over and over and over again. And the logic is, once you keep putting yourself in that mindset, eventually you will take action and put things into place, and the universe, God, whatever you believe in, will conspire to give you that. Okay? And you probably noticed this in your like typical life. So you've probably noticed that when you're in a positive frame of mind about something, that you get more of it. And then when you kind of, like if you have a argument with somebody, and then you have another argument, and it just kind of spirals, and you just keep attracting more and more arguments. It's the same kind of principle. It's just that you're really putting yourself in a frame of mind of something a lot higher and a lot more intense, okay, than what you are used to. So it's like a challenge of yourself. And another reason I did think about this as well is, I do these challenges for my Snatch Sessions members, and a lot of them are habit building, workouts, nutrition. But the last one I did was an affirmations challenge. Okay, and they were affirmations that were really strong affirmations that I made up myself, but they really challenged people on, what kind of things they're taking part in. So it would say things like, I am a disciplined eater and I don't take part in emotional eating. Stuff like that, where it could be a trigger, but the point of it is that I had them do the affirmation. I had them write their, reaction to it, just naturally, how they responded, how it felt when they said it, and then what they could kind of like, and then at the end you would take the ones that you were, and then you give it a score. So like, if you, on a scale of 1 to like 3, did you feel strongly? Did you feel, that kind of thing. And then at the end, you kind of accumulate the ones that, you didn't feel strongly about, and then you repeat them on a regular basis. So doing things like this really does work. And I know that a lot of people will never, ever, ever accept, these kind of like, your mind is so powerful kind of practices. But it's made a really big difference in my life. So I just really wanted to, point it out, and to really say that you're going to have to take charge. If you're one of those people that has been on a fitness journey for a while, and I did do a video on motivation and how it doesn't exist and all of this, because people are waiting for motivation, and it's really the truth. Motivation will not come. Okay, it comes in little tiny sparks, and most of the time you're gonna need something else to keep you going. Okay, so I'm just saying, these words and changing your language is one of the best things that you can do. Okay, so I think that's it. I mean, I probably could think of some more concrete things. If you want to talk more about this, honestly, we're just going to see how this does, because I don't know. This is a very like, blase kind of like chatty, like, sharing my bare feelings about mindset kind of stuff. But it really is a very important part of the process. And most people don't want to talk about it. All they want to know is, should they do cardio or strength training, and, should they eat carbs and stuff like that. And all that stuff is clearly important, but It really is mind over fatter is my little saying. Like the mind and how you approach things, because even with that, think about it. If you say I get to eat healthy versus I have to start eating healthier. Like it sounds like a chore. It's automatically putting it out there that it's something you don't want to do. So you say I get to eat healthy going forward. Like that completely changes, I get to feel better. I get to, have nutritious food and stuff like that. I mean, you can just feel it. You should be able to feel it in the camera. How that is different. So, anyways, I just wanted to touch on that. So, let me know if you like this video. Okay? Let me know. Let me know because I do try to throw in some mindset stuff here and there, and I think it's very important. So, I just would love to know what you think. Okay? I don't have it as a guide right now, but I'm probably going to release the affirmations, okay, because a lot of times I'll take the challenges and I'll make them a separate product where you can just get the challenge by itself. So if you're into affirmation and you want to see the affirmations I did, I probably will have a product up, okay, eventually. So if it's not there, it's because it's not up yet. But if it is there, it's because I put it up by the time that by the time you saw this video. So anyways, I'll put that in the description once it's out, if it's out. I kind of make those decisions just on a whim. So anyways, all right, that is it. Make sure that you go and get your free Snatch Starter Kit, your workouts. Even, there's some habits and mindset stuff there too. So, go for that. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I put out a video every week. And then you can check out all the links below for my programs, for Amazon, shop, all that good stuff. Other than that, till I see you next time, eat well, drink weight. Eat well, drink well, take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit, and I will see you next time.